Often, when you find yourself confused, that's because there's an inner conflict going on between who you want to become, who you're striving to become, your goals, your new commitments, and the old you, your old belief systems that are not aligned with the new you. You're kind of like having one foot in one side, the other foot in the other side. And I'm not saying it's because you're not committed enough for your new commitments. No. In actuality, it means that you're so committed to the new ones that you are so acutely aware of the expectations, the thoughts, like every single thought, that you're siphoning it out. Like, does this match with this one? Does it match with this one? At the same time, it's also very difficult for us humans to just flip a switch right away. The reason why that happens is because our subconscious mind isn't up to that speed yet. And so when you're doing the work to change your neural pathways, you're doing the work to change your belief systems, you're doing the work to let go of the old systems that doesn't serve you, the old systems that kept you small, those old belief systems that are not yours, inherited by either society, culture, your upbringing, your caretakers, some version of the past. It could be from generational, it's in your bones, it's in your DNA. Like, that's how cellularly that affects you. When you feel confused, that means that you're up to something new. You're up for change. And it takes a great person willing to do that, rather than to live at the default and blame society, blame the government, blame the economy, blame other things. When you feel confused, take that as an indicator that change is occurring, change is happening, that you are making your way there. And it could be a beautiful adventure if you just see it like that. Saying, I need to journal out my fears, I need to figure out what point in time in the past that made me believe that I wasn't worthy to be seen, heard, that I wasn't worthy to leave an impact in someone's life, that I wasn't worthy to be known, right? Like, we are far past that cognitive stuff. Like, yeah, it'll be good, but I think majority of the time, I wouldn't say it's time wasted. The old me, if you were to ask me a few years ago when I started coaching, I would say that's the thing that I would say. I was like, oh, it takes time to journal. You have to journal at least an hour to really get all that gunk out. And I did that religiously, at least an hour every single day. And then it came to a point to where I saw this doesn't necessarily help with anything. If anything, yes, it brings awareness. Self-awareness is key. But when you're elevating past, like, what is that next level? The next level is to be able to call myself out right then and there when I'm taking the action, when I'm doing something scary in the moment, experiencing and then having that reflection in that moment. So would somebody be able to say all that journaling equipped you for that? Yeah, maybe. But I think now that I know, I feel so much more powerful when I just am completely honest with myself. And I think before I would journal so that I could get all of this other people's thoughts, all of these things out on physical, like in physicality, then I can solve my problems there. And I don't want to waste any more time doing that. To be honest, it would be much easier if I was just honest with myself and be so engaged with life, so engaged with the world, and so present, so reflective on each and every occurrence that I don't need to journal everything out and document it. Does that make sense? It's like my life being lived rather than me spending the time to document my life for someone else. I wanted to add something. I couldn't have the capability to be honest with myself, like in a heartbeat, if I didn't have this connection with my body. The whole body connection factor. Let's say the body does keep a score. If I didn't take the time to release all of this trauma, old emotions, old stories from my body, and letting the intelligence of my body have a say. Here's the thing that people don't realize, and when they get into this work, they are really experiencing it for themselves, is that, sometimes you walk into a space and you feel a vibe right away. That is your body's signals. That is before your cognitive mind can logically explain why you're feeling some sort of way. You feel through your body. Your body can take in information around you, take in energy around you, but you can't do that if you're not connected to your body and you live only in your head. You're only cognitively thinking about things. That's why you are stuck in a loop of confusion. I've learned, I've practiced, I've worked on connecting with my body. Your body only communicates binarily. So it's either a yes or a no from your body. As we are rebuilding that solid connection with our bodies, only then we can see the truth in each moment, is because you are connecting your mind and your body so that your essence can shine through, so that you're living in your spirit rather than surviving through your brain and ignoring your body's signals, which is what the culture has us do. So when you are in this work, allow yourself to take the time to slow down enough so that you could feel, so that you could be with certain emotions and energies, and then choose powerfully from there. And there's so many tips and tools that you can learn this from. Our body has so much intelligence. We have so much access to. We're so used to finding information out here in the world. And yes, you can use the information to inspire you. Take the inspiration that you have within your body's intelligence. That is a gift that you have, and you can unlock it in any moment in time. It just takes presence and slowing down. For before, I would say, like, I need to do all this inner work so that I could be a great mom, so that my daughter has the best of me. And then I realized all of that work away from her, thinking that I'm working on myself, thinking that I am doing good by her, by making myself, like, taking care of myself mentally and emotionally. And it took a lot of time away from her, being with her, learning from her, being engaging life with her, and learning together. One of the things that one of my friends said, and I will never forget this, is that, well, she said, if my daughter has anxiety and I have anxiety, then we can grow together to deal with it together, not enable each other, not avoid it together, but we can choose to grow together and learn together. And that was so beautiful. And I think about that a lot ever since she said that. Point is, when we go back to the states that we're in, we're only in the states that we're in when you are engaging with life. So let's say my client had something happen and she was confused on what she should do. I asked her, what are your core values? First, I had to acknowledge that the confusion only means that you're up to something, that you're up for change. And then that is the inner conflict that's happening. It just means that you're making moves. So be proud of yourself for that. Secondly, what is most valuable to you right now? Is it one of integrity where you promise somebody something and you're going to fulfill that promise? Or is it that your value is on your creativity and then you rather honor that essence of your inner essence, your inner child? There's no right or wrong about it. You can choose. No one's going to judge you. And if they judge you, it's on them. It's not on you, because this is your life. This is your experience. So choose powerfully. And I can only say that through experience, through practice, through seeing it myself, seeing like, okay, I have a pattern here of being confused all the time on what I should do. But what does that really mean? This is evidence on that we need each other. We need community. We need this vulnerability. We need to be able to like hold space for each other and allow the inspiration that we have from each other's lives. And that also means that you have to love people wherever they're at in their journeys, in your journey. As long as you honor yourself, create those healthy boundaries, which I have a workbook, by the way. The link will be in the description below. But I hope that you're able to see that if you are feeling confused right now with anything, it's because there's an inner conflict between your old self, the self you wound up being, and your new self, your highest self, the one that made the commitment for change. And whatever you choose is what you choose. And that's it. No story about it. No justification about it. It comes to, you get to choose what you want to do with your life. You have that experience, and then you get another choice. You learn from it. It's always about learning. We're moving. We're making moves. You're going to make mistakes. Allow yourself to do that. Allow yourself to learn from that. And then allow yourself to have that adventure. Allow those plot twists. If you enjoy material like this, I have a digital course called Sacred Safety, and it's all about transforming your sense of inner safety with yourself using your body. If you want to know more information, please click in the link down below for more info and subscribe to my channel. I am just so grateful that I have the opportunity to be in front of you right now, and I hope you know that you matter. that you are so worthy of the best things that life has to offer. And that is why you're here, is to engage in that. Okay? Thank you so much. Now, how do I take this out?